The new wired remote from ALADDIN is a little remote to operate the all-in series, all-in-1 and all-in-2, bicolor and color. You just plug the remote in between the power source and your light source, and you get full control of the light. For instance, here in the basic mode, we have a full control of the light in the white mode with the three little knobs on the side. One is for intensity, color temperature, and plus and minus green. For instance, here I have a control of the bicolor LEDs from 1 to 100%. If I push in the little knob on the side, I have a fine-tuning mode, so I will change single percentage of the light intensity. If I push in again, I have higher steps in intensity. The same thing for the bicolor, so we go in high steps from tungsten all the way to daylight. And when I push in, I have small steps for a fine-tuning of the color temperature. On the last button, I have the RGB, green and plus magenta, minus green and plus green. So here I control some magenta and some green to tune my light to the needed color. Next mode will be the RGB mode. Here very simple with the three knobs. I have full control of red, green, and blue. Here again, if I push in the knob, I have fine-tuning mode, push in again, big steps. Then the next mode, HSI, hue and saturation. So here the three knobs, hue, saturation, and intensity. So I go up with intensity, full up with saturation, then by changing the hue, I change the color around the wheel. Then the next mode is filter mode. So here I can choose from the different filter in the library. Or I can create a preset and save it into the library. Then the next mode will be the effect mode. Here, choose from standard effect, like police. I can tune in the intensity with the lower button, and I can tune the frequency, the speed of the chosen effect. For instance, candle, it's television, candle. So here my candle, so I can dim the intensity of my candle, and I can tune the speed of my candle if it's a windy day or a very slow candle. Then one last thing, of the remote we get the DMX. In the DMX I have two possibilities. I choose connection type, lumen radio or cable. So then with the other one I choose the address, small steps, bigger steps. So for instance here we go 001, and I will choose lumen radio, press in, complete. So now we connect it with our lumen radio transmitter. So on the side of the wired remote I got the 5-pin XLR DMX in and out, and we have a built-in lumen radio chip. So for instance here we just connected with our lumen radio transmitter. In this case we use the Exalux Control 1. Here we have a preset in the controller where we choose the light, and we can choose either if we want to dial in the RGB colors or the intensity of the bicolor.